What's up, everybody? Shane, being cheated somewhere. Raw. What's up, everybody? Brandon Gordon Gab, and this is The Sims 4. Go eat something. So, right now, in my life in The Sims, I got two things going. I'm sleeping with the evil mastermind known as Boss Lady. And I'm trying to see if I can make the kid thicker just by normal eating and exercise. It looked like she getting a little pouch there. This would be a good time for her to lift some weights to thicken up. Squats would actually be perfect. Of course, I can't go to build mode. What you got? Because diet and exercise is all you need to change your size, to change your physical form. Diet and exercise. What's your diet? Because of what's the goal? What? Plant a money tree? Do I look like I'm made out of money? Dad? Give me 2 seconds. Let's see what we can do. You know the spell?
Bring. Ah, them can say so.
What happened to Tub? Right? Because she was a little thin. So,
Stepsio C. Tour.
put it in your inventory.
Oh, Shui B.
Let's go, Battle Cat. Actually, give me 2 seconds, Battle Cat. Eat something. Then we can go on the job. Right. It's all about exercise and diet. Ain't no reason that eating a little bit more and doing strength exercising shouldn't make her thicker. Representation of my daughter. I'm Brandon Gordon Gab. It's my daughter. My daughter right now, technically, I would like her to lose at least. If she lose 10 pounds, she'd be cool. Maybe 15. But women are so sensitive about weight. It's up to them to want to do it. I just tell her why it's important, why exercising is important. know?
Ah.
Gench? Oh,
It's mentally, it's one thing, you know? When I say mentally, it's one thing, it's the mindset. The mindset that some things only you can change. And some things, only you can put the work into. Treat. You ain't got a laptop with you. Should have brought your laptop. Pause. Plant it in the back. Right? Do something good. Don't matter who benefits from it. Just to do something good for the world. Right.
nah, Fringus. Nah! Dub my blurfin.
Here, you need one for yourself. Just in case. Wait. Don't plant that one. Wait. I said, oh, God damn it. That's not the one I wanted to plant.
Oh, kids.
This one was just placed better. God damn, kid. Put this one on the other side. Could put them both over here, but this is in the way.
Yo, Nisi Balto.
She's still asleep.
We're fellow. Oh!
Shade. Shade would help.
Springus. Sorpin. Three!
Right, this is a vacation spot. Right? A vacation spot. Help you with this one, kid. Have you been practicing your magic? Don't know that much, huh? Oh, look like you don't need it.
Lintus.
Damn, I still sleep. Nah, call somebody and do something. Nah. Make it comfortable. Some people can't separate themselves from what is.
Oh, Hobble.
Shut up. Just to build up the handiness skill. Dad, nothing to do. Shut up. Eat something and watch some TV. When did their vacation end? Yeah, I was looking through the fridge just now. And some squats, because she was thin. So that the weight don't just go to your stomach. Exercise the muscle that you want build, because all of that stuff will go to where the muscle needs to be built. Right, she was already thin. Mic check. It's about everybody being hot.
Shway.
It's not just about, it's about, I did not choose that. It's about everybody being hot. The whole family.
Chapin,
Because you're my kid. You gotta be hot. You want to be like, oh, that's the chick with the hot dad. Apple fell far from the tree. But no, it's about, I told her, it's really about just when you're not going to be able to do, sometimes things will be out of your control. One thing that is in your control is exercising. You can change your body how you see fit. It's the one thing that only you can do, and can't nobody take away the results from you. Nobody can take away those results from you.
Pepsio C. Barspa Hersenoi. Woohoo!
No matter what they try to do, I'm Brandon Gordon Gab. It's only one of me. No matter what they try to do, they can't take that from me. They could try to steal an idea. They could try to do all types of shit. But they can't. They can't take away the body you built. And when you're going through personal changes, building the body you want fucking matters. Right. Because when you're going through self changes, a lot of things are, what's the word I'm looking for? It's internal, right? It's all internal. People won't see a lot of the changes you make. And they'll swear you didn't change. But it's the same thing with exercising. If you put in the work, the change will come. Exercising again with the physical manifestation of the changes you're going through to show the changes you're going through as a haha bitch. Told you I was changing. That matters. Plus, it keeps you high. Because you can go through mental changes, spiritual changes, emotional changes, and there's nothing tangible that will be seen. But if you plant the garden, if you don't shut up, what? What's wrong, man?
Oh, such a musique.
Oh, you ain't got no food? Son of a bitch. Why you didn't say that? Let's see what we could order. Why you didn't say that? It's kind of in the walkway. Hey! Big battle cat. I was taking a nap. Now shut up. She got you. Right? Just to have something to do. Ah, you. Get your ass up and exercise.
Bibitin.
Nah. You're the boss lady out there.
How'd you been?
And your career. Here. You my lady. I don't hear none of that shit. You wanted me to keep putting you to sleep like that. You gotta stay hot. Or else I'm gonna go find the enforcer.
Oh, Illinois.
Look a little thicker, to be honest. Actually, this is probably about the size where you need to, tighten up. Right? She could do some squats or something. It'd have been cool. Let's see what you got. You done? Ain't nothing else to upgrade.
Grebo!
I can see you naked.
The Carawoga!
Seeing your goods. No, that's not how I looked before. They tried to change how I look. Hey, you, fight me. Dad, battle cat poop. What's the matter? You miss your friend, right? Some people take it as, right. But to be like, if you want to be hottie, make hottie. She can ride her bike. She don't want to ride the bike neither,
Livius C. Thepsio. Oh,
right?
Thepsio C.
She can jump the rope. Put on a fucking bra.
Or Fusta. Gomez Kazoi.
Not that she walk around without a bra.
Cardul.
Just you can't help how you made. Don't body shame yourself. You can change your body, but
Floy Masharnu?
don't body shame yourself.
Oh, yo, yo.
Right? Like, oh, they're gonna be looking at my boobs. They're gonna look at your boobs regardless, kid. They're guys.
Arabelle.
Time Dad taught you some stuff.
Arabelle.
If you would listen.
Oh,
So I ain't got time to be talking to a wall.
next Omza. Ashni. This is
Jenkta Sipula.
Alright? Don't got time to be talking to a wall. If she start her diet and exercise with me now, I could probably have her down. Like I said, I have her down to 10 pounds by the time prom comes. Be out here like Nicki Minaj. And I mean that. That's not like trying to sell her a dream. Uh, that's just like facts. For her size and weight, she'd be out here like Nicki Minaj. It's just facts. It ain't, I size up. You gotta size up everybody. That's what we do as people. We size up everybody. Guys size up guys all the time. Too tall. If you want to be nice about it, be like, I'll still dunk his tall ass. A motherfucker short. I mean, I lift that motherfucker with one arm. You get what I'm saying? But it's always, I still whoop his tall ass. I still whoop his short ass. From a male's perspective. I don't care how, like, big, tall motherfucker, I still beat your ass. Little short, cocky motherfucker, I still beat your ass. Because you sized up a motherfucker already. Even girls be like, damn, she thick. Sit here and pretend that I'm making this shit up. Drunk.
Corbello Yiba.
Alright, clean this shit out. Hey.
Fire.
In comparison, like where we at, right? But you don't want to. You still got to be like, what's too big for your height, and like your height and weight matters, right? Motherfuckers will try to make you think like, oh, you're XYZ. You know, you should weigh. You're this old. You should weigh this much. Like motherfucker tried to tell me,
Oh.
like 156, I'm too small. I'm like, nigga, look at my height.
Oh, yes. Schwebe.
Height to width. You know. Have you ever learned geometry, nigga? No, you haven't, huh? I can tell. You didn't go to that class. Height to width ratio. First and foremost, and then weight kind of thing.
Oh, Bora.
Boora. Cho.
Because that matters. Like 160 for me isn't bad. I'm like, I want to be cut up first before I even add on the weight, because the weight versus to what my joints can even handle still matters too. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to be walking around with knee problems because it's too much weight for my joints to begin with. But then we got to look at weight again to width, or weight to width type shit. If I'm 150 wide, it's not really the greatest. 150 slim is a little bit better. 150 at a good ratio. You're like, not too big, not too small. Got the ability to expand and contract. It's perfect. You know, even when it comes to muscle, there's still a certain thing as too big. Because you got to think about it. When a motherfucker like size to weight, like I say, you know, height to width. At some point, you may stop exercising. Now, nobody said you're going to go back to being super flabby, right? But when you get old, you still want a motherfucker to be able to turn you over and wipe your ass. You just want a motherfucker to be able to turn you over if you can't. You get to a point where you can't. To turn you over and wipe your ass without worry about breaking you. That's when you're too fragile. But if you're too big, you don't want a motherfucker to come in the room as a nurse. Like, oh, I need help with this lard ass. And that's just while you're alive. Now, we're not even talking about when you're dead, how many people going to be needed to raise your casket. Be a forklift there and like, what, they not done digging the grave? Like, shit, just to put a motherfucker in the grave. Ain't nobody lifting that shit. You understand? The body you're building now is your forever body. Take care of it. You know? So it's a good tall to thickness ratio too. Like 150, I'm 5'6", 155. I actually wear it nicely. You know, motherfuckers like asked me the other day because for my height, I'm slightly thick. Motherfucker like, what you looking for, a thick build? You know, because motherfucker like, you kind of, for a small guy, you're big. You get what I'm saying? Motherfucker like you looking for a thick build? Because you're not fat. You're not overweight. But damn, it's like you're compacted in there versus a slim build. Everybody want to invest VC into their characters and want to invest time and effort into themselves. Motherfucker like, nigga, you ain't 156. They swear I'm not 156. Like, nigga, this is what the fucking scale says. This is why why I'm on a diet now. I don't want to get too thick because if I stop exercising, I want the ability, like, I gained 10 pounds in a year. It took me a year of, like, I keep it together. I did my push-ups. I did a little bit of light cardio. Last year was really a relaxed year, and I gained 10 pounds. You get what I'm saying? I don't look bad. I don't look out of shape, but I still gained 10 pounds. I want the ability to relax and gain and it not look like you're like, you got a little thicker, but you're not out of shape. You're not fat. If I take another year off right now with no diet and no exercise, I'm going to be overweight. I'm going to be fat. You get what I'm saying? You want to be able to exercise to the point where you could take a year off and relax a bit and not worry about it too much. And you won't be out of shape. Some people, after 2 months of not working out, they go right back to looking flabby. Because your body, the transformation you wanted in your body didn't go deep enough. It was just all surface level. That was vacation ready. You know, a motherfucker want to get vacation ready. Like right now, I do my diet, I exercise, I'll have my vacation body. Which means I'll look good on vacation. After I come back and I don't do shit, then I'm gonna start looking a bit softer. You get what I'm saying? That's why Sunday, like, some people like, I want a motherfucker that'll stay hard all the time. That phrase could be said for women, but they just don't say that for women because you don't want a hard woman. What you want is a tight woman. Has nothing to do with vaginas and dicks. Tight body, tight skin. But you could be a little soft. You don't have to be muscular. Hard all the time is a motherfucker that's muscular who has a hard body because they lift frequently and shit like that. They're hard bodied versus being soft to cuddle with. That's why a guy likes a woman that's nice and soft like a pillow. But I need you to keep it tight so you don't look all loose and flabby. Golden ratio for women. They don't have to necessarily be toned and defined. You could be toned and defined, but you don't have to worry too much about it. Because we're not looking for definition in your muscles. We're not looking for a hard body lady. Soft. lay on and squeeze like a stress ball. Just go back to your shape. A stress ball that never loses its shape. Get what I'm saying? Some women like their men hard and solid. You know? Like sturdy. A good dresser. You know? But that's why they like, you gotta soften up a bit at times. For some men that work out and stuff, it has nothing to do with your personality. Even though it does sometimes, you know, because when you're on a tight schedule and you're on a strict regimen, sometimes you can become uptight because you're like, I gotta stick to my regimen. Softening up means, look, when I hug you, sometimes I want to feel like a teddy bear. And that's why some dudes like turtles or dragons, you know, because a turtle is hard on the back, soft on the front. Turtle. Get what I'm saying? So, this is just life-changing shit, I'm telling y'all. It might sound stupid, but it's literally life-changing shit. That's why I'm slimming down now. Take a month to see where I'm at thickness-wise. You know? To determine if I need to keep going down or I could just maintain that. So I have the ability to level up one thickness and I can still level down one thickness. Golden ratio. Some people don't know the golden ratio, you know. That's why when you hear Vegeta and Goku talk about their Goku talking about staying in his Super Saiyan form all the time. Him and Gohan, that was like, okay, let's talk about golden ratio. My base form is the golden ratio. To be able to go a little thicker would be Super Saiyan. To go a little thinner and leaner, you know, is a speed build. Now, going thicker, and you're like, you know what, this is just going to be our new base form. Is that you're like, the thicker your joints can handle it, your body structure can handle the muscle mass pressure on your joints without it being a problem. So now your Super Saiyan form can be your base. Then your former base form is your speed build. And then your next level, which would be slightly thicker, is your new Super Saiyan. That's how you level up. But you got to understand when, like with Trunks, some builds are too big for your frame. It's not made for your frame. You know? So, you gotta be careful. Like 150 on somebody 5'5" is not gonna look the same as somebody 5'7", 5'8". They're gonna look frail. They need to at least be 160, 165-ish. Or else they're gonna look frail. They're too stretched out for the weight. As to where a more compact person may carry the weight better. So it's height to width and depth, like building a house. height, width, and length, right? Height, width, and length. Your length is your depth. Your width is how you look from the front. Your your waistline, chest look from the front. Height, like in comparison, you're like that's why you get a type of look from this. To me, it's like it's not bad, but it could be a little better because the spacing and the proportions are off. You can use a little bit more up top to stretch out this way to match the base there. You probably pull that in because that's over the fucking thing. Like, it's not the greatest looking house. Because when you size it up proportionally, it looks out of proportion. Lopsided.
Doksta.
Don't say I ain't taught y'all nothing.
Cho. Shishitwa. Naga.
Hey, is it just me? Or are you meeting the proportions? Kind of nice. Like a little slimmer, right? Because her hips are wider than her shoulder. At least in this. If her hips were smaller than her shoulder, then proportionally, like thickness, she's fine. Titties stick out more than her stomach do. Ass stick out more than her stomach do. But the width, pull in the hips.
Oh, yucky.
From almost.
Right? Just we gotta focus on what kills the fat there a little bit. Keep the booty nice and tight. Right. Thickness is great though. It's not bad. Pull that in. So that is right up here. So that is smaller than your shoulder. But to say she's fat, that's false. You get what I'm saying? I feel like she might be a little soft. Come here. Not making no. Let's do some poetry. Roses are red, violets are blue. That ass is mine as just much as it is for you.
Fweb. Pwib hale in.
Logan.
Sala fum.
I'll tap that shit here. I'll tap that shit there. I'll tap that shit in front of her watching there.
Arben Duba.
When I feel lonely, I want to make you my one and only. Unless you got a hot friend, then we all can be homies.
Flurbis. Unyab. No. Ain't a prep's too late.
Imka Floof?
Monil.
Rena.
Like I lay on your back. I lay on my back anytime. See? Not bad, right? Okay, enough of that. You want to do some duty? Alright. You do it in the bushes.
Klodazoy. Naya Beba. Panjola.
Try for baby.
Oh, Epine.
And back to the shower. Love. Never knew what I was missing. But I knew once we start kissing, I found love.
Taringa.
Klodazoy.
Zanero.
Kluba. Oh. Oh, Lava.
Right. Be like your shoulder's too big for your bottom. All that weight from your shoulders, when you stop exercising, gonna sag down into man boobs and a stomach. You're gonna get the man boobs first.
Oh, Shashubi.
Get your ass in here, girl. Here, you slap the tile. All that noise on the door. You're gonna wake her up. I gotta eat.
Dabishi.
Boy.
Yes.
Gibbs. Yabasane.
Big ass titty. I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. What? When do we leave vacation? Saturday. You can call it one.
Bashuma.
Hey. Yep, she gonna diet. She exercise with me now. By prom, she gonna prom next year. She look like Nicki Minaj, my daughter. Then my little cousin. Like, look, I need you to eat, relax. I don't know who the fuck that is. That don't even look like the guy. I created him. His facial here. Man, some with or without it. Nah, gotta do something. You wanna cook?
Oh.
Good.
It's my other daughter. Same premise, just right. For this character build though, it's for this build. Eat. Do the squats, lift the weights. Goals, personally, man. Just personally, want my household. Want us all to be hot. Want to be like, up. He did not give a fuck about his family. Somebody, he didn't get the memo. Hit the weights, kid. Build the muscle. See how wide you get. You don't want you to get too wide. Might need to do a little cardio. The other one, she just do a lot of cardio. She's on the track team, so she's thin. You know, she probably eat a lot. Like, look, eat and then sleep. Nah, I prefer the beard. Right. Eat and sleep. Why can't he take a slice?
Grasha.
Yep. Eat, sleep. Then when you start feeling like, getting fat. Every time you think you're getting fat, squats. Do some push-ups. We do some sit-ups now.
Oh, Ungra.
Right, my facial here. Right. To be like, she'll probably look like, I could have her looking like, who would I have her looking like? She would have thickened up. She could have a Scarlett Johansson build, to be honest. Thicken her up, Scarlett Johansson. Right, I think my daughter down, Nicki Minaj.
Yum. Charnouf.
Come on, man. The fuck? I'm trying to change shit. Ain't got nothing to do with being changed. It's just click on the face for the facial here. Oh, that's too thick. It's a little too thin. Not to put body size. To be able to understand that you can manipulate your body and what your limitations are. It's a crazy thing to be able to level up and level down. Just remember, if you level up, as far as thickness, you got to level down twice. One is back to base. That too much.
Dag dag.
How you looking with wise? I don't want you to do too much cardio. But, right, you don't necessarily need to run.
Smeeb.
Right. Me personally, I told you my goals right now. I'm 156. My goal is to go back down to 150. Maintain 150 until I get cut up as far as my midsection. That's going to be my base form. If I want to look bigger, I'll just go up to 160 to be like, damn, you know, did this nigga grow a little bit? Because at 155, I look like damn. Like I said, I was thinner at 155. It was a thin 155. Motherfuckers, now that I was thin 150. At 155, 156, motherfuckers, like, you look a little thick. You get what I'm saying? Motherfucker, like, you going for a thick build? Because I was thinner. My goal last year was to be able to rest and see how much weight I actually gained. Like, if I'd have started my diet when I was thinking about it in October, I was going to start my diet then. Then I would have missed the holiday fast. You know, the holiday meal rush. But I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and relax and enjoy the rest of this year. But if I'd have started my diet in October, I wouldn't even got this big. I'd have stayed at 150. The holiday rush in the winter is what pack on the pounds. But that's why I always want. I'm like, I should start my diet in October, right after my birthday. Thanksgiving and Christmas, going to pack on the pounds. But it's superficial. The only reason why it don't just burn off immediately is because the winter, it stops all the extra movement and sweating. But right now, I do on my diet, keep my push-ups up, keep using the weight to build the muscle. I mean, like, goddamn. By the time, I got the thing up in the room, I got to bring the bike up here so I can use my bike as a stationary bike my cousin gave me. Like, I'll be nice by the time the winter comes. I just like I said winter, by the time the spring hit, I just like to be able to do my rope. The reason I can do my rope is to work on my legs, my lower half. So I'm not just all upper body. Like somebody missed leg day. I'm working on myself. That's why I'm able to be like, hey, just while the thoughts in my head, if you did this and you did that, I'm not you. I'm my own person. I know I can't do it for you. And I ain't gonna force you. But if you did this and that, just food for thought. Plant the seed. Here's why. Because once you get here, at some point you're gonna feel it's up to you. All right, just growing up in the house with dad, this was her frame. This is how she grew up. This is her frame, how she grew up.
Rubin.
Just now that she's getting older, it's important to emphasize that after a certain point, it's all on you. You're going to want to blame mom, you're going to want to blame dad. But after a certain point, it's only you can pick it up. Can't blame nobody. Right, to stay winded versus the running, which is slim you down. That's to stay winded. Right. Because you don't need nothing more than your body weight. So what you call it? To tone and to be right in proportion.
Oh, levity.
Then do the laundry.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
What time is it? 12:43. Huh. I gotta be at work at 3.
Morning. Ruthe Pronoma.
Not really hungry at the moment. Like, I probably ain't gonna get hungry till I get to fucking work. That's why I'm gonna eat before I go.
Oh. Oh, Foiba. Oh, dear.
Nothing but tuna.
Oh, levity.
I do 100 push-ups at work. And then I'll come home and do 100.
Oh, you bet me bars.
I could use the weight. We'll see. We'll see. You didn't talk to your friends? Like me personally, I don't have any friends. But yeah. Like, where do you want it to go? Where do you want the weight to go? Wherever you want the weight to go is where you focus. Really. Because, you know, you do those exercises. Because the body builds the muscle where you exercise. It sends the nutrients where you need it to go. The nutritional value of food. It sends it where the muscle needs to be built. That's why you be like, I don't get it. You know, how come I don't get fat when I eat and I lift? Because you need to build, you're building the muscles here. So all that nutrition, all the vitamins and all of that good stuff goes to where it's needed, which is the muscle that's being worked. To the area where the fat is being burned and where the recovery is needed. That's why it bypasses your stomach and goes straight to here. Stomach fat is just stored fat that, you know, you're stagnant. Right? You're like, how come I don't get, you know, I don't get fat when I'm exercising? Because what are you exercising? That's what needs the recovery. So the nutritional value goes to that. When you don't eat, your body starts to eat its own fat. You know? So when you don't eat where you need the fat to be eaten from, kinda, which let's say it's your core, it's kinda where you want to work. But it's tricky, right? Because it needs to, right, you want it to go elsewhere. You want that fat to go elsewhere. So you want to burn fat elsewhere. Well, you want to work muscles elsewhere so that that fat that is taken from your stomach goes there. You know, if you're taking the fat from your stomach, you know, the nutrition is still want to, I don't know how to put it. I don't know. I'm not too sure, but I'm going to do all of them, to be honest. Work my core, work all of it. Eat the fat to build the muscle. That's why I'm like, I'm iffy on working my core. You know, because do I want to build the muscle? Yeah. But motherfuckers already talking about I'm a little thick. I don't necessarily want to be thick at the stomach. I want to be cut and defined. But to be like thick at the stomach, you ever seen somebody who's buff but still fat. You know, like you built the muscle, but you never slimmed down because you never worked on anything else. So there's a big upper body, small body. Like nigga, you lean over, your whole head gonna flip. You gonna flip over because they never put that excess. You know, you want to lean up. You want to lean and then build. So you got to put that fat elsewhere. That's why it's important to get your squats and get your leg day in. Because you never took the fat from up there. You just built the muscle, you know? But you never displaced the fat. Right? You didn't push it throughout your body. Anyway, let me start. I might come back with some Mortal Kombat and exercise. We'll see.